bring out the Zamboni, because that is a playoff tie-em-up winner. We're going 6. Let me get it right. We're going 6. That's right, and Game 5 now has a ton of importance. Thank you, Earl Smith, for giving me that thumbs up. I appreciate it, my brother. Wow, what a game, 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 what a game. I was nervous. I was really, really, really nervous when it was 3-2 late. Minnesota is absolutely fantastic with the goalie pulled, and I forgot to send the link. I'm going to get yelled at here in a second. Here we go. Oh, man, I was so excited I forgot to send the link. There it is. Oh, wow. I was nervous. I'll be honest. I was absolutely nervous. However, Perron, what a play by Perron. What a play by Perron. Perron looks like he's the third star, I think. Yep. There you go. Jordan Kyrou. So I think I know who the number 1 star is. I'm going to wait. I'll tell you if I get it right or not. Yep, Jordan Binnington. Oh, my goodness. That is his first playoff win since Game 7 of the finals. Wow. Oh, Earl, you're absolutely fine, my brother. You're absolutely fine. Right? Absolutely amazing. Here we go. Let's listen to Benner.
A great crowd. Happy Mother's Day to all the great moms out there. And I'm sure Jordan Binnington, our first star of this afternoon's game.
Wow, listen to him go. I think he's having trouble catching his breath.
That has got to give you chills. How's that feel?
It feels really good, for sure. Just came in tonight and down 2-1 in the series, and that's a huge win. And, we got to keep our head down, stay focused, and continue in Minnesota.
Most career playoff wins, he's tied with Millen and the great Mike Liut. 17th career playoff victory.
Yeah, that's what it's about. Guys stepping up this time of year, and we're missing a few guys, and that's why you got depth, and these players are here for.
I've been sold on him for a while there, Earl, believe it or not.
Everyone played hard, big kills, and it's great to do it on home ice.
What's funny is half of those people cheering at the arena, those are the half that said he shouldn't be starting.
Yep. Oh, yeah, he starts next game.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it feels good. Long time coming for this one, but it's good, and we're going to keep pushing.
Thank you very much, Short. Great work.
Yeah. That was short and sweet from him, but I could feel it, That was really, really – he was into the game. And, the first goal, I'm not putting it on him. I know there's some that may and say Tarasenko was out of position or whatever. I don't think so. That's me. Second goal, absolutely – kind of sort of maybe on him. And the only reason I say that is because he thought he had it, but he didn't. Right? You can see it sitting there on the corner, and then as soon as he lifts his glove up, try and cover it, is when the stick gets in and knocks it in. So, I don't know. That's like a 50-50 puck in my eyes. Agree, disagree there, Lance?
Sometimes you can't find the puck. Sometimes you find it no problem. That's just an instance to where he thought he had it and didn't, and there was somebody for the Wild there. I mean, if it happened again, maybe he gets to it before the Wild guy pokes it in.
Yeah, no, it was right. You're right, Aaron. Bennington was spectacular tonight. I think even giving up 2 goals, he deserved the number 1 star.
Sure he did.
Tied with the most playoff wins in Blues playoff hockey history. Blues playoff hockey history. Right? And that's amazing that the most wins, is that right? The most playoff wins a goalie's ever had is 17.
The Blues have never, the Blues, when's the last time the Blues really went far in the playoffs? Before this team.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you'd have to go to the 16 Blues with Elliott and Allen.
Yeah, and then Elliott was gone a couple years after, and Allen was gone since 2 years ago. So
Yep.
it the Blues. That's why when you see people say, "Well, Craig Berube is one of the best coaches ever in Blues history." Damn, guys, they went through a lot of coaches. That's not really saying that much.
Yeah, I don't think he's the best coach in history.
Nope.
Bonnie O'Reilly's a better dancer than me. Doesn't surprise me, my friend. Doesn't surprise me. Yeah, you can have that hot take there, Matlow. Tonight is the game the Blues needed. Absolutely, they needed this one tonight. They needed to come out and play the way they did. Getting 18 shots in the first, even though you were tied 1-1, was huge. And then limiting the Wild to 5 shots in the first was huge. Now, the second and third, they got some shots. They got 13 in the second and 12 in the third. They ended up popping a goal in the third to make it 3-2 and give us a heart attack. But the Blues on special teams, man, wow. You might look at their special teams and go that they weren't that good, being 1 for 4. 1 for 4 is 20%. 20% is pretty good, right?
1 for 4 is 25%.
25%. Yeah, that's right. 25%. Sorry. They were 0 for 4 on they were 4 for 4 on the penalty kill, right? 5 on 5, they ended up getting a couple of goals. 5 on 5, they got 3 goals 5 on 5. So they got some of it back tonight, right? And that's what they needed. They needed to get some of it back. For me, what I think the Blues need to do now is be absolutely dead on ready for Game 5. You got to come into Game 5 and play it like you've never played a game before. You have to win it on their ice. Absolutely have to win it on their ice. Right? Agree, disagree?
No, I mean, they can win it in Minnesota, but I mean, it's always nicer when you win it at home. Number one, number two. I think they started with a clean slate. The last, the Game 2 and Game 3 are behind them, and they played much better. I still see some tendencies though, and I think they need to clean up a little bit more. I do, me, guy. I don't ever blame the refs for stuff. All I ask the refs to do is call a game equal, and this game was not called equal.
Not even close.
And Hartman should have got a big time embellishing penalty on that one because he barely got touched for the way he got on his knees, and it's like Kerber said on the radio, man, as bad as he supposedly got hit down on his knees, he's probably not coming back. And he said that sarcastically, of course.
Yeah, I know. He barely got touched. That was bad. Let me see. I'm trying to catch up on comments. Let's hope we win Game 5 and put ourselves in a position to wrap it up at home. I hope so too. No way he's the best coach. I agree. Benny needed that game. I agree. They need 2 more in a row just like that. Now, I agree. Best of 3. Let's see how the Wild respond. With the Wild having home ice now, that proves themselves to play. That they play hard, they can definitely beat this team. Yeah, they outplayed them the whole game. I said in the beginning of the last period, if O'Reilly scores, that will be the cherry on top of the sundae. Yeah. Scored on the power play in every game so far. And that's a big thing. I said special teams were going to be the difference here. I know I seem negative, but didn't 55 box out Boldy on that second goal? But didn't 55. I didn't see anything wrong there, bud. I didn't really see. Basically, the stop was made. I think Benner thought, because you look how solid he is, he thinks he has it covered. And the problem is he's listening, waiting for the whistle. The ref must have seen that it wasn't covered because no whistle goes. Then he lifts his hand up to see if where the puck is, and then it gets pushed in. So I'm okay. I'm not faulting anybody. That's one of them, that's a puck luck goal, right? That's where I felt that Minnesota made their puck luck. There we go. That's where I felt Minnesota made their puck luck. So, Miss Ashley, happy Mother's Day.
Thank you.
What are your thoughts on this one?
I mean, I really liked a lot of what we saw today. I saw a lot of the young defensemen, stepping up when they needed to, especially with how many we have out. I thought Bennington played really well. I agree about the refs not calling an even game. I mean, I'm just glad we finally got a win.
Well, and you say that they say not calling an even game, but there were four penalties against Minnesota. There was 4 penalties against us, but there was a lot more penalties on them. I mean, there was a lot of stuff that wasn't called. The Blues could have had 8 to 10 power plays in that game easily.
And even like the goal, their second goal, I felt like there was a delay in the whistle anyways, and it should have been called dead before Boldy was able to dig it out from Bennington.
Right. Well, you can see from the overhead that the puck is sitting right on the goal line, between the goal line and the post. I'm surprised that the ref seen that. If he did, great job, great eyes. But if he didn't, the whistle should have been called. Right, the whistle should have been called. So that's how I felt on that. Lance, what's your thought processes? We're going to do a short show today, so I can do Mother's Day thing. So we're probably only going to go about 20 minutes on this one.
Yeah, I definitely think that the whistle probably should have been blown. I don't know how the ref could see it, where it was. It's possible he saw it. But another thing people aren't talking about is Bennington's pad was kind of pushed to get to that puck.
Yeah, it should have been.
It should have been called goalie interference, number one. Number two, I'm glad they didn't do it because I don't think they'd have won that, because earlier today, Pasternak, I think it was Pasternak in Boston, did that, and he actually got in the goalie's way and basically pushed him out of the way, and they called it a good goal. So this league needs to clean that up. That is ridiculous.
Aaron, I'll agree with you. It was Kairu's best game today. Right, Kairu was really on the mark. I mean, you had two guys. You had two goals from Kairu, and 2 goals from Perron, and then a goal from O'Reilly. So, the 3 goals, all 3 goals were late, or 2 of the 3 goals were late. But I'll take them.
Yep.
I'll take them, man. I'll take them. They did what they needed to do when they needed to do it. That has been the difference between this game and games 2 and 3. Right? Games 2 and 3, they got behind the 8 ball very early. And by the way, Ashley, you were right. It was on the 4th shot, not the 3rd. It was on the 4th shot, but that 4th shot didn't come until 14 minutes into the period. So there's a big difference with the 4th shot coming 14 minutes into the period and coming 3 minutes into the period. Right? If you're limiting them to 5 shots and their 4th shot, they get a goal in 14 minutes, I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
Right? I'm okay with that.
Dale, I wouldn't say that it sucked, but he has definitely played better games. Like the first goal, I think, was on him for not having his man. He looked lackadaisical today.
I don't think he played lackadaisical. I think he was getting pushed around a lot. Yeah, they were the power play is important to. I think special teams are important to them.
Yes.
Because normally in that situation, you don't score. Right? You just pass the puck around, but that wasn't what this was. That was them absolutely firing it and firing it and firing it. They were going to punch Minnesota in the nose the right way. And I think they did that tonight. I really do. And I don't want to get too high. But if they can do this again, this is their series in 6, like I always said. Benning absolutely starts the next game. There's no ands, ifs, or buts in my mind he starts the next game. Right? None.
Lance, what do you think?
About what?
Who starts the next game?
It's got to be Bennington. I know Brubay's going to get asked that question if he hasn't already in the press conference. But to me, that's a stupid question. If I was somebody in the media, I wouldn't ask that because it's so asinine. It's right in front of your face. Yeah. No way in heck a decent even a decent coach, even a bad coach would go back to their goalie that lost them the 2 previous games.
The only
Well,
way
I
you go back
ask
to him.
you because you were so dead set that we just stick with Huso.
No, I was dead set that they stick with Huso in that second game. I wanted him to stick to him. I understood why they would move him in there. I'm not shocked they started Bennington. I wanted Bennington to start. I just thought that Berube was so sold on Huso that he might start him in this game.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he was up until the last minute.
And you know what? If he would have started Huso, I wouldn't have had a problem with it. But I do think
I would have.
I think Bennington needed to get on the ice, and as you can see, I mean, he just when he
got better as the game went along. He got better as the game went along.
And you know what that means? That's a goalie that normally means he hasn't played a lot recently. You know, he was good in the first, but as the game went along in that third period, when Minnesota kind of started to come alive, he really, really had great vision and was seeing the puck well. And, you know, that's what you want from your goalie. And in the last two games, I don't think Huso has seen the puck very well.
I agree.
Well, Toronto's in trouble.
Oh. Anyways, where I was going to go next was, I mean, I liked that on the odd man rush that Minnesota had in the third, Bennington read it so well.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
On the odd, and that was everybody. Oh, it was an odd man rush. It was an odd man rush. Bennington didn't give up the odd man rush. They had a couple. They had what, 3 odd man rushes, and Bennington didn't give up a goal on the odd man rush. Odd man rush doesn't mean a damn thing if you play it right.
In that instance, like I said the other day, you know, when you're a goalie, a lot of people think you're looking all over the ice. You watch that puck. I mean, you look down and watch that puck where it's going. You know, you don't normally look a lot into the players' faces. You watch that puck. And in that instance, Bennington had the shooter. He had the guy with the puck, and Falk's job was to slide in there and try to block that shot. That's his job to do that. But as a goalie, your main worry at that point is the guy with the puck, not the guy that's waiting for the pass.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No, he was dead on it. And here's the thing. The defenseman didn't go down so early as to allow the pass.
That's right. Falk,
right? You got to stay up.
Yep.
You don't go down until you see him start to pass.
Yeah.
Right. And if you go down early, he just waits, and then he's got the open lane to pass, or he goes over you.
And then what you do if he doesn't pass and you start to go down and it looks like he's going to shoot, then you go for him as a defenseman. But initially, you don't ever take the guy with the puck. You stay in the middle of him, wait till the last minute. If it looks like he's going to pass, you go down and try to block it. If you think he's not going to, then you go after the shooter. But that main responsibility of the shooter is the goalies in that.
You get it. You get it that deep. It goes to where it can only be the one.
Yep. Yep. Yeah, you want him to make it to all of a sudden get within 8 feet of the goalie and go, oh, hell, what am I going to do? I'm going to have to shoot it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not completely sure what you're saying there, and this is a new person to the show, so welcome to the show. I think that's Kakala 2000.
It's Arizona Cactus.
Arizona Cactus.
AZ Cactus. Okay. Wow, I did not figure that one out. AZ Cactus is entered trivia 50 years ago. We played Minnesota in the quarterfinals and won game 7.
And one in game 7.
And one in game 7 and the one in overtime in Minnesota. Well, hey, you do what you got to do right now. 1. Okay. There we go. Sorry, man. I'm doing my best. Right? No, tonight was the night the Blues needed. And now we've got a travel day. And then we're in Minnesota in their building, 8:30 start. Yes, I know you guys hate it. What's on the agenda for the Blues? What's on the agenda for Minnesota? I'll start with Ashley.
I mean, obviously for the Blues, it's just getting healthy, getting, everybody as good as they're going to get and preparing for the game, watching tapes if they have to clean up and keeping it simple. For Minnesota, I think they're going to come home and they're going to regroup and they're going to try, to figure out the Blues and how to stop their scoring. Because obviously in a game like today, they weren't able to stop the scoring.
Yeah. I like the Blues overall gameplay tonight. But I'll go to Lance with that question before we go any deeper into it. Go ahead, Lance.
If I'm Coach Berube, there's a couple players I give messages to. One of them is Shin. Stop, extracurricular activity. Yeah, be tough, but the way they're calling this game is, don't take those chances. Yeah, the guy embellished that last penalty, but watch yourself. Number two, I think Krug had a great game, and he's looked good all series in my mind. I don't know why people think he doesn't. But
Krug is out. He didn't play today.
Not Krug, Kyrou. I got the K's mixed up. Yeah. Kyrou's played awesome. Thank you, Ashley. And if I'm the coach, or if I'm one of the assistant coaches, I tell Jordan, shoot the puck when you got a chance. Because young players, a lot of times, they'll go overboard where they shoot the puck every time they get it, or they'll get overboard to where they look to pass first. And Jordan normally a lot of times looks to pass. I mean, these aren't big issues, but I would just tell the team, good game, few things we need to work on, play the exact same way unless Minnesota changes something and we have to make adjustments. Because today, if you want to beat the Wild, I think the Blues had the perfect formula to beat them today.
Yep. Take the puck to him. By the way, Scandella only played a minute and 34 seconds. He had 3 shifts in the first.
Yeah.
That's it. He did not play in the second. He went in the locker room and never came out. So we basically, I know we went with 7, but we only played 6.
Yeah.
And the reason behind that, I think the reason they went with 7 was they realized that Scandella was still hurt and that he may not be able to go. And he said, I'll give it a try. And, he wasn't, but when it comes down to it, they did what they had to do tonight. They made the goals and they created their own puck luck. Perron's goal, that was absolute puck luck, right? Because he missed it. I mean, it goes through and then Minnesota's own guy puts it in. I'll take that. I'll take that.
Or even the empty net that he shot from the corner. I mean, that was gorgeous.
Yeah, he had that one lasered. And he knew it when he shot it. He knew it when he let go. It was going in. That's what I said. 50 goals if he shoots more. 25. No. You know what, Dale? The problem with 25 is not his play. The problem with 25. My buddy from high school. The problem with 25 with Kyrou is his coach. His coach had him confused tonight. Kyrou said, okay, I'm just going to play my game. That's what he did tonight. He played his game. Now, you guys are hard on Barbashev. Barbashev fanning on a shot. Okay, everybody fans on a shot. I liked what Barbashev did tonight other than not playing his man, and Tarasenko was on him. Here's the issue. It was great that they put the Spezza line back together. They haven't played together for 2 months, right? This should have happened a month ago. Not now. It should have happened a long time ago, and because you're doing it now, that line's got to reform that chemistry, right? But Thomas and Kyrou have to reform chemistry.
With this, I mean, Parayko hasn't had a good series, in my opinion, at all. Falk had a bad game the last game, but today he was solid. Yeah. I don't think that any more messages need to get through to Falk, but Colton, yes.
Is that messages or massages?
I thought it was massages.
Massages.
Oh.
Yeah, because they played so hard.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, massages.
Yeah.
I will say this. This was probably Parayko's best game out of the 4 games.
Yeah, but I still don't think it was his best.
Well, let me ask you this. Would you rather have Parayko on the ice or would you rather have Scandella?
I'd rather have Scandella at this point.
Okay, well, at least you're honest about it.
Yeah. I thought Parayko had a good game tonight. He was all over. I didn't see any major mistakes from him.
Could be, Tommy.
Yeah, I hope so too. But I'll tell you what, Kyrou was strong on the puck. When he made a mistake on the puck, he didn't force the mistake.
Nope.
He stayed with the puck, and I appreciate that. Right? Okay, guys, I'm sorry. I'm going to have to cut this short today. I know there's so much more to talk about, and that's what tomorrow night's for. 8 p.m. Central Daylight Time. We're going to talk a lot more about this game, and Lance just disappears. I got to remind Lance not to go until he sees the end thing. Yeah. But we'll talk about this more tomorrow night. Please join us tomorrow, 8, right? Same bat time, same bat channel. I can't even talk. I'm so excited. Okay, guys, have a great night. This is Guy the Hawaii Blues fan for Ashley Slapshot Jones saying aloha, mahalo, and let's go Blues.